maybe 5 minutes, if that, wrapping up law of signs, the ambiguous case of the law of signs. I think we found out who did it, right? It was Mr. Green with the second triangle in the dining room. Right? Ambiguous case of the law of signs. Get a clue reference. You know what? That's fine. Okay, that's all right. Mr. Green's sword in. Mr. Green is one of the guys from Clue, right? You know what? If I give y'all like TikTok and YouTuber references,
you're speaking there.
You know. So, yeah. Okay. We're gonna hold off on this. So just so looking at your notes, unfortunately, those other two problems that you have, I already know the answer. They're double answers. There's two triangles that are possible. Okay. And when you're looking at your homework, I think we kind of need to deal with the fact that sometimes they're going to say angle C and then B and then A, and sometimes it's going to be angle B and then B and then A and C, like that. So here's the thing: not tying anything to any particular angle or whatever. I mean, they're always going to give you an angle and two sides, okay? They might say angle C, and then they always are going to also give you the side across from that. So there'll be like little c and then B. Or, so it'll be like angle C, and then little c, and then B. Or they might give you angle A, and then little a, and then C. In which case, it could be like angle A, little a, and then C. Etc., etc. They're always going to give you an angle and two sides, and one of those sides is going to be across from it, and the other side is going to be the side that you can connect into it. Right? So we dealt with yesterday, and we kind of had that decision structure: is our angle obtuse, or is our angle acute? If the angle is obtuse, then you're dealing with either a no triangles or a one triangle situation. Okay? It's either a zero triangles or a one triangle situation. It's a zero triangle if that other letter, like let's say if we had the ACA situation, if C was greater than A. Then if C is greater than A, then there's no way in the world A is going to be able to make its way back. Okay? It's going to be one triangle if A is more than C. Okay? Now, the thing about this is that it's like, you can't take this to the bank because, just be like, I'm going to go follow this pattern every single time, because it's not always going to be the letter A, and that, for your angle, it might be the letter B for your angle, and then this one over here, and then that over there. But I feel like you're pre-cal, you made it this far, you can manipulate that, you can kind of figure out what's going on. In the same way with the acute triangles, I feel like one of the easiest ways of dealing with it, you could have a one triangle situation, you could have a zero triangle situation, you could have a two triangle situation, or you could have yet another one triangle situation, depending on how long this A is up here, how long the side that's across from the angle, okay? The one triangle situation is, I feel like it's kind of the easiest. It's one triangle if A is equal to C sine of your angle, okay? It's zero triangles if A is less than that. It's two triangles if A is bigger than C sine A, but less than C. That was a situation where it was, could form either one of those triangles. It was longer than that shortest distance, but less than C, because the minute that A gets to be greater than C, then you have a situation where it's got to kick out over here to the right, and there's no way that it could possibly swing all the way over to here. what we saw yesterday was that we had all of our situations were two triangle situations where that other side over here, and I always sort of anytime I have this problem, I say forget their picture. I redraw it in terms of this because this is something that I'm super familiar with, and hopefully you are by this time as well. I look and see how does that how does it compare with C sine A with it's a one triangle, and you can tell immediately just whether or not this side is less than that one, and you've got that two triangle situation. Once you recognize you're in the two triangle situation, then you do law of sines once, to get that other angle. We'll just call it, it's going to be angle C. Okay, and let's say that angle C happens to be 40 degrees, and then you can go on through and figure out the rest of that problem. But then you have to figure out what the other triangle is that corresponds at the other situation, and we discussed that in that case it's going to be C equals the supplement of that, which would be 140 degrees, and then you can use law of sines on that. Okay? How are we feeling about this process? Kind of so-so, maybe just need to do it. Okay, well I'll let you all just go ahead and do it here tomorrow for the work day. But here's the special gift to you. As far as I can tell, there is a problem with the ALEKS algorithm software that generates what they call law of sines problem type 2. That's what they call this. Okay, their internal code is messed up. Okay, anybody know what that problem might be?
It requires both answers.
It requires what?
Both answers.
No, because I want them to require both answers. That's good. If it is a two triangle situation, then I want them to require both. No?
No, they require one.
No, not that. It's actually beneficial in your favor. Okay?
The first three
Or two, yes. Well, the first three, you're absolutely right. And I would add on more to that. The first three in your homework are one triangle situations, but that's not because it's in this situation. The first three are one triangle situations because in those I give you two angles in one side, and all you have to do is find the other side. The last three are angle side situations where you have to find the other angle, and that is the ambiguous case, and that leads us to one of these 6 scenarios. However, the problems with the internals of the software, which I emailed them about this morning, so you might want to take advantage of this sooner rather than later, is for whatever reason, it does not their code does not generate problems that can handle all 6 of those situations. Their code only generates this situation. So all of that sort of discussion that we just kind of led to, have you seen, Mr. Greensword, any?
Yeah.
Have you seen no solutions or one solution? Or only
I
2
only
solutions?
Only, sometimes only 2 are the first 3. Doesn't give me the second 3.
Right. Okay. But I mean, have you ever seen any for? I guess it's for 4, 5, and 6 for those problems. Have you seen?
There's
any?
only 3 problems I see for this.
There's only 3 problems that deal with it. Right. Have you seen any situation in which it gives a one triangle answer? Okay. On 4, 5, and 6?
4, 5, and 6.
Okay, yeah, I
No, one of them I could not get the answer for one of them.
Gotcha. Okay, well, as far as I can tell, after generating over 20 problems and then some, it's always going to be the 2 triangle solution. So this whole discussion about trying to figure out exactly how many solutions you have may be kind of moot to you, may not be totally relevant because you are just going to be like, oh, I know it's going to be 2 triangles, so I'm going to do the law of sines and I'm going to get this, and then I'm going to find the supplementary angle and do law of sines again, I'm going to submit it, I'm going to get it, we're good, we're moving on, okay? So, there you go, that's the gift to you. Tell you what, go ahead and stop that camera real quick, we'll stop recording, I'll erase this, that will be the end.